guess what? I received a box today of mystery items, and we are going to do DIYs with everything in this box. I'm Jamie, the crafty DIY guy, and it's a mystery box challenge time. Everybody, it is Mystery Box Challenge time. I am super excited because Courtney from over at Creative on the Cheap sent me this box of mysterious items that I have to DIY with. So I'm going to show you everything that's in the box, and then we're going to get started on some DIYs. Now, if you guys are not familiar with the Mystery Box Challenge, this is something that Courtney actually over at Creative on the Cheap created. And a bunch of collaborators and creators get together once a month, and we do an exchange of stuff, and we are challenged to create as many DIYs as possible within this little box. We are allowed to use some of our own items, and then within this box there are two items that are mandatories that we must do. They're going to be wrapped up. I have no idea what they are yet. And then we're going to have some fun. Now, each month there's always a twist of some kind, but for December's challenge, our twist is actually really, really special, and it's in honor of Courtney's mom. Courtney's mom passed away from cancer not too long ago, and each year she does a kind of a tribute to her mom with random acts of kindness. So I will tell you what my random act of kindness was at the end of this video, because at the time of the unboxing, I actually haven't done anything yet, but I came really close today. I went to Dollar Tree and I came really, really close today to doing something for somebody that was there. But anyway, part of this challenge also includes me shipping a box out to another creator, and I was able to send my box this month to J Money DIY. Now, if you guys know Jay, of course you love her. I am such a fan of Jay. I am so thrilled to call her a friend now, but prior to me even doing YouTube, I loved J Money DIY, followed her religiously. We became buddies and chatted on Instagram, and actually I think when she had COVID, that's when we first started chatting some, and we've become friends ever since then. I've met her in person, and she's amazing. So after this video, there's a playlist link in the description box below. It'll give you a link to all of the other mystery box participants, and let's get into this because I'm scared. I'll be very honest. I'm scared because Courtney sent it to me. Now, it's all still wrapped up. There's a card that I just dropped. And let's see what's in this card first. These are always fun challenges. They always stretch your imagination. They always kind of, you know, make you a little cringy. And I actually have a bulletin board up here that you can't see that's off camera that has all these cards and things on it. So, first of all, how adorable is that? All right. Jamie, hey buddy, I can't wait to see what you do with this box. I know you will knock it out of the park. And for the record, if the difficulty I had wrapping challenge item number 2 is any indication of how your DIY goes down, well, please accept my sincerest apology and promise you will still be my friend. Much love, Courtney. So, Courtney, I'm not going to guarantee anything right now. I'm not. There's some paper in here for stuffing, which is great. Now, this was an anything goes box also, so you can shop from anywhere. Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, you know, for some reason, Poundland is in my brain right now. That's in England. Probably not happening in this box here. But, you know, Goodwill, anywhere you want to go. And then anything that is wrapped, this is challenge item number 2. We will discuss these, or we will share those afterwards. So let me get this stuff out. Okay, so I've got my challenge items, and now we've got a box of goodness. So far, I'm not hating it. So this is really cute. This is from Hobby Lobby. This is a very cute little hello fall sign, and I have that Robert Stanley. I have some of that stuff, so that's why I know it is Hobby Lobby. It's funny, it was $4.99, and I hope you got this on a discount, Courtney, because that's kind of pricey for that little thing. But we are going to make it into a fun DIY. Love the little Dollar Tree houses. Always think that those are fun to do. I see something very interesting in here. This is fun. I have several of these in my stash. Love to create with them. These are fun. These universal tool hooks, also something that's fun and very easy to DIY with. I love these wood laser discs. Definitely can create something fun with those. An idea just popped in my head. And then this hanging decorations looks like it's pom-pom, tissue pom-pom garland. Kind of glad you didn't make that a mandatory item, or a challenge item, I should say. Now, you know, the idea is for me to create as much as I can with this box. I don't have to do something with everything per se, but I like to create as much as I can. These are fun. I love these little wall shelves, these little hanging wall shelves. They're super fun, great to use for all kinds of things. Wow. Okay. A little wicker basket. Kind of looks like something like an Easter egg or something would go into. I actually, do I have a big Easter egg? Not that I would want to do it for this mystery box challenge necessarily, but I could save it. Looks like she picked that up at a thrift store. It was 99 cents. I actually really like that. Ooh, I see something on my desk that I might be able to use that with. And then this, what the heck is this? Oh my God, it is heavy. Oh, it wasn't that heavy actually. It was just awkward in the box. So it does open. I'm thinking a picture frame. Oh, it is not a picture frame. Okay. Does that come out? What is this thing? What is this? I have no idea what this is. Is it like a charcuterie board? What is this? If you guys know what this is in the comments, please leave it in the comments below. She looks like she probably grabbed it at a thrift store as well. So glad this isn't a mandatory. So thank you, Courtney. Oh, wow. I have no idea. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what the heck it is. I mean, I have an idea, I guess I could do with it. But, yeah, we might save that for a later time. All right, let's get into the mandatory items. Now, again, this is an anything goes box, which means any of this stuff, or, you know, she could have shopped anywhere. And then these are my challenge items. And then remember her note saying that challenge item number 2. All right. Challenge item number 1. Let's open this up. Now, this is any of the challenge items. It is mandatory that I use this in a DIY. They can be 2 separate DIYs. They could be DIYs together. There's no real kind of rules. I just have to use them in DIYs. So, I've never been able to use 2 challenge items in one DIY. So, that is funny. Okay, she went to Daiso, which is one of my favorite stores. And I actually love Daiso. These are really random. If you're not familiar with Daiso, it is a Japanese dollar store. These are little pom-poms, and they're like little curtain clips. They don't clip though. I guess you like slide them on a rod. Can you see my little pom-poms back here? It's too bad that they weren't brighter colors. Okay, so this is a mandatory item. I'm not hating it. I'm definitely stumped. And then this is challenge item number 2. It feels like it's a... God, I don't even want to say what it is. I have no idea. Okay. What in the heck? This. I didn't take the bow off. I'm not very good at unwrapping presents. Okay. Well, first of all, I actually really like this. Sort of. So it's like a raffia ball, and then wood. It's like Flintstone wood. And then, yeah, I don't know where you got this little jewel. It's marked $1.99. I think you paid too much. And it's not awful. I don't hate it. yeah, so we're going to create some DIYs with this box of goodness, and these are the mandatory items. So this is a mandatory item that I must use in a DIY, and these little pom-pom clips. So yeah, I'm a little stumped. I'm not hating this. It's funny, I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. Because this would be like something I would put like on a shelf or something. I don't know if I'd do the Flintstone, logs down there or not, but we'll see. All right, I will be back in your world in just a second and show you some fun DIYs. All right, everyone, and for project number 1, I'm going to take that house that Courtney sent me, and then I have this nativity set from Family Dollar, and then I'm going to add some popsicle sticks. I'm going to take my ink Waverly chalk paint, and we're going to give the back of our house 2 coats of this paint. That way, none of that red or yellow sticks through. For our popsicle sticks, we are going to go ahead and take these and we are going to trim off those rounded edges because we don't want any rounded edges. We are going to be putting these on the back of our house and we need to make sure that those are straight as possible. Now, for your popsicle sticks, go ahead and trim those down into smaller pieces. Make it random, make some of them halves, make some of them quarters. Totally up to you, but the idea here is that the back of the house is going to almost look like shiplap. Now, after everything is cut, we are going to then take our nativity set and we are going to kind of manipulate the stand, I guess, a little bit. We don't need the stand to be as wide as it is, so we're just going to take this and cut this down. I am just using my X-Acto knife. This is pretty easy wood to go through. Just score it a couple times and then trim off any excess. This is what I'm doing here. Very, very easy to do. Took almost no kind of brute strength at all. Now I'm going to take my nativity pieces and we're just going to glue them all together. We're going to add those to the bottom of that stand and then we're going to put that aside. We're going to let that dry really good because we're going to start working on the back of our what's going to be our manger set or a barn. And for the back of this, I'm just adding some glue. We're going to add some hot glue and I'm just going to start to stagger those pieces, and as we're kind of staggering it and building the back of this, you can see why it's important to kind of cut down those different shapes because I do want this to kind of have that look of either like wood paneling or shiplap. I don't know if shiplap has a staggered effect like this. I think just wood paneling does, but go with it. And as you can see, it will start to kind of come together like so. Overlap these, make them kind of rough, and then take some antiquing wax. And we're going to take our antiquing wax and we're just going to go over the backs of our board pieces because we are going to kind of give this a little bit of character and a little bit of depth and really make this look like this is pieces of paneling or wood or shiplap or backing, whatever you want to call it, inside of the barn there. Now, go ahead and do that with your antiquing wax and then, of course, wipe away any excess. And then feel free to include the sides, not only the inside, but the outside of the house shape. That way you've got full coverage and you're not seeing any kind of brand new looking wood, if you will. And everything has a really consistent look like so. While that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and take my nativity pieces and we're just going to paint these up. I'm using my Waverly Ivory chalk paint and again, just doing a couple coats on this. You could have totally done this before you assembled it and put it together with glue. Totally up to you. It doesn't really matter. The outcome is still going to be the same. It's going to be very, very cute. And then just add some glue and glue it down into your now barn or your nativity set. And then we added a star at the top and you've got the cutest little nativity set. I love the way that this turned out. I really love the transition. I love the bright white with the rustic of the brown. I think it looks really, really beautiful. Now for this next DIY, I'm going to be using this little wicker basket that was in my mystery box. I really did like this a lot and thought that it could be perfect for a Dollar Tree snow globe. So for the snow globe, this is kind of the larger one, I guess you could say. And I grabbed these styrofoam balls also from Dollar Tree. For some reason, they said slimes on them. I don't know if they're going to turn to slime like if they got wet or something, but I'm not wetting mine anyway, but if you wanted to, your directions are in the snow globe. So go ahead and take this piece here. This is where you would add kind of whatever you want inside of your snow globe. And for me, I want to use one of these bottle brush trees. So I'm just simply going to add some hot glue. We're going to add that base back into our snow globe. We're going to screw the base back onto the snow globe. This is a very, very easy project. And you've got a cute, adorable snow globe. I love the way this turned out, and I really love the simplicity of it. All right, now it is time to use one of my mandatory items, this kind of Fred Flintstone looking thing. I did really like this when I unboxed it, and I have to say I kind of knew almost immediately what I was going to do with it. Now, if you do follow me on a regular basis, then you may have seen one of my Christmas DIYs where I kind of created these kind of piney woodland looking Christmas trees, and I thought that I could do something very similar with this piece and it would kind of complement some of those other ones. Now, originally I was going to use these kind of extra stem pieces that I had, but they're just kind of too large. They're just kind of chunky, or at least that's what I thought. And I decided instead to kind of go in a little bit of a different direction. And instead of going with these larger kind of pine pieces and these berry pieces, I would instead use the garland, the bells, and then these garland tiebacks that I picked up from Dollar Tree. So we're going to take one of our garland pieces here, and we're just going to kind of stick it down in the base of our, I don't even know what to call this. It's like part wood, part raffia ball that's kind of wood. I'm just going to call it the Fred Flintstone thing. And we're going to start to wrap around our garland pieces. And I'm just going to be using the one garland piece here, and you'll see that I do end up kind of cutting it and trimming it just a little bit because I don't like the way it was kind of sticking out of the ball there at the top. And then I'm going to add some other garland pieces, kind of twining them in and out of the ball, and then also wrapping those same garland kind of tiebacks down around the base. Now, for the red berry garland here, kind of the same thing, honestly, just kind of repeating the process, just kind of making this feel like it's climbing. It's very viney. It's something that Wilma Flintstone is decorating for the Christmas tree in their house. And again, just kind of taking this and winding it around, making sure that I've got really good coverage, not only on the base, but also working my way up the trunk. And as you can see, it really does add a nice brightness and a nice pop of color. And then I also kind of worked it around the ball at the top, and this is done. I'm very, very happy with the way that this turned out. I think that this is super, super cute, and I think I did the challenge good. Now for this next one, I'm going to take this Dollar Tree sign and we're just going to separate the frame from it here. We're also going to go ahead and just remove these beads and get these out of the way. I'm going to save these though. I'm going to use them for a future project. I'm not going to use it on this. Now, I did take this buffalo check scrapbook paper and I just cut it down to size. And then I have this rub-on transfer. This is a rub-on transfer that you can pick up at Dollar Tree. Dream is one of my favorite things. I always kind of keep my dreams in mind. And I wanted to have just kind of a little sign that was Christmassy, but would still remind me of not only my kind of goals and wishes, but also I think that this is very appropriate for the holiday. Now, I will tell you, whenever you are working with these rub-on transfers, as you can see, it's kind of getting grayed out there. That's when you know that it's been adhered to kind of wherever you are rubbing this on. So I wanted to zoom in here so you can kind of tell the color differences here, and you can really tell when this starts to kind of latch on to the scrapbook paper here. So now that we've got that kind of all adhered, I'm going to go ahead and peel that transfer piece away. And This is great. I think that these look really, really cool. And I love how this is kind of a perfect holiday sign for me, but also very appropriate for the holidays. And it's just got some fun inspiration. So go ahead and cut it down to size. That way you can put your frame and everything back together. Simple pair of scissors, very, very easy to do. Now, for the frame, I did want to paint that because I wanted to go with kind of the black and red theme here. And so I'm just going to take my sanding block from Dollar Tree, and we're just going to go ahead and sand this frame. And then we're going to wipe it up and clean up our space, get rid of all the dusties there. And then I'm going to take my ink Waverly chalk paint, and I just had to do one coat with this. That was kind of amazing. And we're just going to go ahead and paint this and let this dry, speed it up with the heat gun. Heat gun is the best thing in the world if you're an impatient DIYer like I can be sometimes. I'm going to take my purple glue stick. This is from Elmer's. I finally got rid of the spray bottle, found the glue sticks, was very excited about that. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue down my scrapbook paper here. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of push it down with my roller, just going very, very lightly, and then we're going to reassemble our frame. Now, I'm also going to go ahead and just paint the edges here because I just wanted everything to blend, everything to look finished. Now, these beads are fantastic. However, I have some red beads that I thought would be really nice on here, and they're kind of a dark, rich color, which is very similar to the red that is in the buffalo check kind of frame that I used. I just simply added the beads right back to my frame, and you've got a very cute holiday sign that's got some kind of inspiration behind it. I really, really like this a lot. And for my next must-use item, these are curtain pom-poms. They are from a store called Daiso, which is a Japanese dollar store. And I know that because I've shopped at one before, and I really did like them. I did not see these little pom-pom curtain holders, though. So I decided to kind of go a little safe, I would say, for part one of my DIY here. I am kind of doing a gift that I'm going to be able to give to a neighbor. Now, the bath salts that I'm using here, these are a cedar sandalwood, I think. And I did pick them up at Dollar Tree. I wanted to kind of put them in a nicer bottle. And so I had this bottle also from Dollar Tree. And I thought that I could kind of make a very kind of neutral gift because the coloring of this bath salts. And then I've even got a little bit left over for myself here, which is always a plus. So I'm going to actually take the pom-pom, and we're going to go ahead and just get rid of those. Now, I did take all of the pom-poms off, but I ended up actually only going with one, which you'll see in just a minute. Now, I'm going to take this ribbon, and I'm just going to tie this off. Again, I'm kind of keeping this very just kind of neutral and wanting this to be neutral. My neighbor does a kind of a neutral decorating for Christmas, so I thought that this could kind of be something fun. So I added the pom-pom in the center there. I added the Christmas tree to the top, and I've got a simple little gift idea. Now, I'm not done yet. The next DIY, I'm going to incorporate the leftover pieces of those pom-pom holders, and then these round ornaments or these round kind of wood slices that I picked up, or that Courtney actually sent me. I didn't pick these up, but I did pick up the next thing, which are these wood snowflakes from Dollar Tree. Now, I've had these for a while. I've used these in a lot of different DIYs, and we're going to make some really cute ornaments. So I'm going to take my Waverly antique wax. We're going to go ahead and just cover both sides of our round wood circles because these are ornaments, and we do want these to look as good as possible on both sides. Now, for the snowflakes, which I ironically only ended up doing on one side, so I guess it wouldn't have mattered if I painted the other side or not, but I took my snowflakes and painted them with that Waverly ivory chalk paint, and again, just gave a couple coats on those, just kept it very, very easy. Didn't have to do a whole lot of craziness. And then I just took some hot glue, glued these down in the center of the circles. And then I wanted to add these buffalo check bows to the tops of the snowflakes to kind of cover up the holes on where the the holes that are there for the snowflakes. And now we're going to take our pom-pom clips and we're going to clip these to the tops, and it makes some really cute ornaments. I'm so happy with these. I love the way that they turned out. They're super, super cute. And you could even put these on the curtain rod if you really wanted to. I think they could be adorable on your curtain rod. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Be sure and check out that link in my playlist below. It is going to take you to all of the other creator videos that were featured in this month's Mystery Box Challenge. Thank you so much to Courtney from Creative on the Cheap for always including me in these Mystery Box Challenges. I love them so, so much. Also, thank you for tolerating this voice of mine. I got some funk when I was traveling over the Thanksgiving holiday, but I feel great. I just sound horrible. So hopefully this is going to clear up very, very soon. All right, guys. Also, my mystery box challenge kind of random act of kindness. I wanted to surprise a very special, I don't want to say where this person works, but you guys know that I shop a lot. So I am going to do a little surprise drop off for somebody that I interact with a lot when I'm out shopping at certain stores. And again, this person might be watching, so I don't want to spoil the surprise, but that's going to be happening very, very soon. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.